ready.
Session 40, guys, down the hatch. Sinner's Delight, the Crone's Confessions. A few days in the kingdom does the heroes some good as they gather their supplies and prepare themselves for what they will know will become a battle against the trolls. Only an hour or so outside the capital, the shouts of men draw their attention as they find a convoy of gnomes, led by a jubilous Narthopple, to be halted at the river. While several of their caravans and wagons have made it safely across, one seemed shifted and stuck inside the river. The group acted quickly and got them free and sent the small man with talent for map making towards the capital, telling him to seek out Queen Amiri, and gave him some names: Black Kitten, Dizzy, the Wanderer, and Willow. Continuing south, the group came in to see several new signs on the road warning people to stay away. An evil swamp witch still needed to be sorted out. After a little recon on a flying Morty, Willow and Dizzy report back that there's definitely some magical shenanigans at work and an eerie, creepy scarecrow that seems to be watching them. When the group arrived at the gate, they had already decided on diplomacy. The brave king nudged Willow forward, insisting that she ring the bell first. After all, diplomacy was her idea. Gulping, the small little halfling reached out with her fork and knocked against the bell. Ding! And the small garden gate opened wide and granted entrance. A few steps in, Willow reached for her lantern, and shadows causing small hairs on the back of her neck to rise, as there was like this retreating shadow from the scarecrow. So far, so good. You guys arrived at the door, knocking once more. Knocked 3 times, but solid time. Jesus. She reached out and knocked 3 quiet but solid times, and the door groaned open. Inside, the group was pleasantly surprised. The interior was eclectic is nicer room than... Yeah, see, I should have reread this. Seated at the fireplace is an elderly woman who welcomes everyone in and offers tea. Except, while Dizzy does drink from his cup, Willow definitely tosses the contents out. The group talks to the older woman, and they begin to feel for her. It seems the rumors are mostly just fear of ignorant people, and maybe those with guilty hearts, for she admits she does lure in sinners, especially men who prey on women and children, and offers them to her carnivorous plant. Leaving with strange and cryptic messages about treading lightly, little rulers, the land has not decided what you are yet, the group leaves, and has promised to help gather her some mushrooms, black rattlecaps. The group stops at the lizard folk to check in, offering some tribute to the cursed king, and learn that he has planned to unite with the trolls for a price, but he has changed his mind after meeting with the rulers of the capital. He simply wants war for the spirit who he worships and wants to be happy. As the group leaves, thanks to the aid of the lizard folk to help them swim across the river, they began their journey closer to the trolls' land. And they find maybe the drunk Stas, the woodcutter, was telling the truth, as you guys started to see charred sections of the huge forest burnt and ravaged by claws and fire. Looks like certainly a dragon passed nearby. And also, if Stas was telling the truth about this, where would that spear be that he threw? With not too much effort, the dragon not doing anything to cover its tracks or dragon-like thing you guys are suspecting based on what Stas said, you were easily able to track its carnage back to its source. Up ahead, Willow easily is able to report back, or Oak. The lair is like impossible to miss. There's a shoreline nearby. The pool is littered and burnt with like rotten meat, cracked and scorched bones. You can see like, you can only imagine is like vomit piles where it's like burnt and melted bones and equipment. And you see this massive like indentation in a wall and a cave entrance that's maybe about 20 feet wide and maybe just as tall.
We're not planning to go after this thing, are we? Dragons don't seem to like us too much.
I like having a dragon this close to our border, but I don't know that it's wise to try to tackle this issue and the Troll King issue all at once.
The scene don't reflect it, but it's straight up. There's burnt trees. The ash basically covers the floor. It's a scorched zone here. And every once in a while, you'll see a small plume of either smoke or ash seems to like out from the tunnel or cave entrance.
Is this cave its lair, or is this like the cave or whatever that's the back door to the trolls?
This looks like the lair of some sort of fire beast, and
Okay.
it's in the general area of where Stas the woodcutter was talking about him running away from a fire dragon. What he said.
Yep.
And yes, there's burnt corpses, remains, trees, and with all the fire, you don't think trolls would want to be anywhere near this thing.
Apart from Stas the woodcutter, did anyone have like is this thing bothering anyone immediately that we know of?
I don't think the forest likes it getting itself burned, but so far, no, I don't think we've had reports of dragons, eating livestock or burning houses.
Yeah, I'm fine with settling this another time and going right to the trolls.
But we're already here.
Well, for exploration purposes, finding its lair, you guys have essentially like reconned this hex, and you don't think there's really any other predators that would probably reside within miles of this place.
Well, push comes to shove, if we struggle a bit much with the trolls, maybe we can bring a dragon to the firefight.
That's hilarious, and I love it.
Well, you guys did not stay the night at the lair of the lizard folk, if I recall. So you guys traveled that hex and then into this one. I tried to do not full dark time, but it's probably about 6 o'clock in the evening. The sun is still up a little bit, rays piercing through the really tall trees I described. If you guys remember, when you crossed the river, the forest just seemed older. The trees were significantly taller.
Hey, Obi, can you delete that second oak token that I accidentally slapped on there?
Yeah. So you guys falling back from this place, head towards the trolls?
I think that's my vote for now.
That
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You guys got a council, so.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon right now hasn't been an issue. Trolls are definitely an issue. So I'd rather not potentially die before we deal with the issue that actually is an issue. That made more sense in my head.
No, I think I was picking up what you're putting down, maybe.
Well, all right. Bring you guys back to the Stolen Lands map then. And are you guys looking to move through the night towards the Troll Kingdom or, lair? You guys know roughly where it is, but you don't know exactly where it is. You'll probably have to do some searching or exploration of that hex, try to find some like troll tracks or something like that to begin your search, but sundown is within the hour.
Well, my thoughts, if we rest here, somewhere in the area, the trolls probably won't come because, fire bad. But it also means that we have to hide really well because, dragon.
Well, with the hour left of sunlight, you guys can easily cross, 3 miles, 4 miles or so of distance, kind of like quick timing it through the thick trees and tall ferns. And if you guys are looking for a place to camp, why don't we have the nature people do some, or, roll, give me some survival or nature checks as you guys can try to scout out the best spot. Or tell me what you guys are doing. We're pressing through the night and not camping.
I think we
Probably
should try and
fast.
find somewhere like close enough that maybe the trolls wouldn't come by because of the fire beast thing, but like not right up in its lair. Like we'll see it coming if it sees us, I think.
Easy up ahead, you see a big sheet of moss, kind of like overhanging like this big rock outcropping, and the sheet of moss catches your eye, but then so does the rock outcropping, and it's like how it's shaped. It's not just growing along the rock, it's actually covering like an opening. And you see no tracks of any predators or anything, and sure enough, you part the moss curtain there, and you hear some skittering of insects. You do hear like a hissing of a non-poisonous snake, like curled up in the back. About a 15 by 10, like not a cave, but the curtain of moss basically grows down over like a jut of rock. It's small for your group, but you guys could pack it in here and certainly be concealed.
What does everyone think?
As long as we're concealed, that works.
We can do it.
I think it looks cozy.
Yeah, I'll sleep anywhere.
You guys crowd in for the night. Anything happen out of the ordinary?
Willow presents rations instead of hot food.
Even your rations are a little better than norm at this point. Are we doing watches? Who's taking watch?
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
I'll go second.
Because you will go after that.
I mean, we got enough people. We can
Or is
do
it
two and
watches?
two. And two, you know? I can't see for shit in the dark, so.
That's all public. That's not even supposed to be public. I was just testing out a little roll chart thing. Oh, what cultist of Lamas? Anyway, Aldrich, you settle in. You take on the first watch. You kind of like get outside the curtain and go up on top of the rocky outcropping, and you actually get a pretty good little survey of the area. Meanwhile, like able to keep a little low profile, and 2, 3 hours, 4 hours go by, and time to pack it in, and pretty much goes uneventful. And Oak, you were second.
Yeezer.
About 2 hours into your watch, give me a perception check. Your perception check's so good. Maybe about 1 o'clock in the morning. You trade spots with Aldrich, and you're looking up at the moon and just in peace and listening to wildlife, and out of nowhere, I mean, it's way out in the distance. It must be, it echoes, and how it carries, and how you just barely pick up on the noise, like as it reverberates off the trees. There's this huge bestial roar that like comes from the west, like. And how faint it was, but like, it must be half a mile away or something like that. An incredible distance, and just carried. Give me a recall, give me a nature check. Jeez, plus 18. That was a troll. You fought one, and when it roared and was rampaging, it is incredible bestial like, and you heard it in person much closer. Jesus. Child nigger. That was a troll. Half a mile, maybe more away. Not coming your direction, but far to the west.
Roger that.
Perk up. 30 minutes go by, not another sound. You get dizzy up, I think, for the last couple of hours. Dizzy, you're able to do your morning preparation and watch the sunrise come up. And 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning comes around. Everyone's stirring. I don't think anyone took damage. Make sure you guys are all healed and spell slots restored, all that stuff. Theon, what are you doing this morning? What's your feels? What's your game plan?
I don't know. I've got all my fancy bullets loaded, I think. I'm really depressed I used all my potions for the witch lady. There are 2 of them. Maybe I'll drink some potions really quick.
Wait, what potions did you use?
I drank like a speed one and something else last time. Can't remember. You didn't see
You're
how
just
fast
running.
I was starting. I was
You're just running around outside the.
Yeah, the lizard folks. Yeah, she had I don't remember what they were
Shoot through the
either.
fire.
I see it, yeah.
No, it was after the lizard folk, but
Cheetah elixir.
it was at the witch hut. But I can't remember what I drank.
No,
She
it
had the
was
zoomies.
outside the lizard folks. Because that's what I was given the ingredients. Because the lizard folks were after the witch.
No, it was at the witch lady's house.
Yeah, I remember Fionn running around like crazy
No.
outside the witch's house. No?
I think you used potions at both. Because you were going to steal something at the lizard folk.
Cheetah elixir
That's
and
it,
then
There's nothing to
a
steal.
6 fingers elixir.
There's stuff
Well,
to
that was just
steal.
to grip my gun better. There was nothing there apparently when I was there.
Well, no, we can't retcon. We can though, but in the not really. In the future, if you're ever like, hey, I'm gonna sneak into this lizard folk hut and I want to get like a minute. I want to frisk the place. I want to search it. I'll have you roll something and you may, I mean, because a lot of the stuff on the tokens is invisible. Players not meant to like walk in and just see a treasure chest full of like what could be in the room. But there are tokens definitely on the lizard folk map that are invisible that have treasures in them.
She's trying to treat this like Skyrim. Pop in and loot the place.
But you know, I didn't assume that you like when you looked inside the hut, you were like flipping, you know, the mattresses and searching.
Oh, not the hut. I meant the lizard place had nothing to steal. I could have stole stuff at the hut. That's true.
Are you guys heading out early morning back on the troll hunt? What's the play?
I think so. Oh, yeah. Let's get there. I think this dude dead.
You guys travel west about a mile, and Willow and Oak, Fionn, I think the three of you are typically out front doing the scouting. Oak, you remember that sound that you heard last night, and you start to see like big claw marks on the trees and like signs of a large creature that was moving on 4 legs. And then you see like another set of them, like 2 of them were about 30 feet apart, running, and it's like as they run, they like grab onto a large tree and like rip themselves forward and like run. And then you've seen them like they move on 4 legs and they stand up and strike on 2. Very bestial like trolls, and very fast and mobile, able to climb. And
Zooms like werebeasts almost.
you follow some of these tracks and you quickly start to like, you identify that these trolls were hunting something, and you find it doesn't take much longer, another half a mile, and you see blood. Some antlers are like broken off, like laying on the ground. Something was massacred here like pretty quickly and then like carried off because there's no sign of a body. The horn antler there, it kind of like the shape, it looks like a big massive like elk like thing. And you look at the
Okay, I should
blood.
read all of them.
This happened 6 hours ago, and you're thinking that's what you heard. That was not like a in pain, that was like a hunting call. something got spotted. They chased it down over about a half a mile, savaged it, carried it off. But you have a easy blood trail now because this thing was like slung over one of the shoulders, basically. Their pace slowed, and it's heading like southwest.
All right, I will relay all this to the rest of my party. Let them know Southwest is the place to be. How do I have any gauge of like how big these things are? If they're young juvenile trolls, are they full adult trolls, or
Yeah, nothing juvenile about these creatures. These seem to be full-fledged, full adult-sized trolls, 100%. Averaging a 9-foot tall troll is on the small side, 9 to 12 feet.
okay?
Standing like upright. You guys press west following these tracks? Yes? No?
I think we follow the tracks.
Yeah.
I think Dizzy.
You follow the tracks. You can tell as their pace seems to slow, like another 3 miles. You guys follow this. The blood gets less and less and less. The tracks actually seem to slow a little bit, and you can only assume that's like they're reaching a destination. And sure enough, there is a massive cliff face that starts to like rise up out of the tree line. And these trees that are 50 to 120, 150 feet tall, massive trees that you guys in this part of the forest. The ferns are as big as like people are. This little piece of the stolen lands is like not really been civilized ever amongst all expeditions, but yet inside of this like rocky crag that rises up in front of you, you guys can see signs of an ancient guard post. And you hear Harem behind you. He's, by my word, there it is. That's dwarven construction if I've ever seen it. You gotta put them on the map. You can see it starts about 100
Are we
yards,
supposed
like
to
from
be
where I'm
on a
pinging
different
here.
map?
There, now you are. Starting about 100 yards, like north from where I'm pinging off the scene, you guys can see this very narrow pathway that slowly winds up this hill or steep cliff face. On one side is just a sheer drop, and on the other side is the cliff face wall. You guys can see, looking up, there's a cliff ledge here, probably about 60, 70 feet up above you guys. There's a ledge that kind of like wraps around like a weathered stone building that's jutting out of the side of the hill. From here, it looks like the whole front of the cliff face is, you see deep gouges, like you can actually see a pretty recent like blood smear up that cliff face. It looks like a lot of these trolls just climb right up the front.
All right.
Let me take a quick drink. I'm listening though as you guys playing some assaults.
guess I go first. See what I can see.
Makes sense. I don't think I'm gonna be able to ride in there without someone seeing me. So
How high is the cliff?
60 feet. 60 feet. That's pretty straight up and sheer, and like you can see, like they said, the trolls' deep claw marks inside the stone. Like they're able to just climb up right up the front. Otherwise, the most immediate way up is this very narrow trail approach. Which basically leads right up to the front door.
That's supposed to be a hidden check. Why didn't that do it?
Yeah, come right through.
Didn't want to know what it was.
You want to scout it, Willow. It's not a bad idea. So I would like to at least get to like the base of the cliff, near the door, but out of sight, so that I can like attempt to climb up and get in trouble.
I mean, just be careful. They got noses. I mean, obviously they have fucking noses, but I was supposed to be a blind one, I think. But I didn't. I did it wrong.
Well, as Willow looks like she's creeping up the mountain trail there, what's everyone else doing? Willow, right about there,
Mm-hmm.
the piece of the stone building that's jutting out from the stone there, you can see these very narrow slits where light seems to like shift. This is like a defensive fortification, and these are arrow slits, and you can just barely see the top of it. So from your angle, if you keep walking upward, you will become more visible as like the hill goes up. So you immediately like kind of like want to like get lower and lower and kind of like belly crawl.
All right. Willow's going to. Let me double check before I do it, because I'm pretty sure I have it. Yes. She's got a grappling hook. I'm gonna tie my rope to it and like dig the grappling hook like into this wall thing and like toss it over the side. That's a just in case quick way up down for people. And then I will proceed to belly crawl.
Aram starts walking up the trail approach. He goes the long way. I mean, he's easily 100 feet down this trail here behind you, Willow. But he knows he's not just climbing up that cliffside. Five-year-olds being a thing. I wanted it close. It's being so great. That's all right. Doesn't matter. Willow, you creep forward, belly approach. Half of the arrow slit is now visible, and this figure passes in front of the arrow slit. Not like looking at you or anything, but you can 100% confirm there's something in there. And you seem like a bulbous head, more humanoid in size, with like, it wasn't a troll. You're not sure what it was. You just seen it for a moment. Coming through.
Sorry, I had it muted while I scolded him.
Did I not put it on here, Dizzy? I'm sorry, Dizzy.
Willow is going to try to just get in a position where she can get a clearer view into the slit and just kind of like focus on that to see.
I need another stealth check now. Still not secret.
Sorry, I just did stealth. I didn't do the avoid notice that time.
You see long, gray, pointed ears, a pair of red eyes, like a single one of his ears has a earring in it. Again, you're looking through an arrow slit, and the light coming on is in your favor that you're able to see his skin and pointed ears. Not a troll. But you see something else inside there that's bigger and is green and does look familiar. There is a troll inside there also.
Shit.
Pathfinder trolls.
Yeah.
It's been a while, guys. Not since you guys met Ekandayu. This thing seems to be actually like sitting down. You can tell by its position. It's looking down at something. And even while it's sitting down and hunched over, it's probably about 8 feet tall.
Willow's gonna just inch back. And just kind of dangle.
I'll say you're about 40 feet off the ground at that point. If you guys have
I have a rope over here. I'm not planning to get down.
Just want to keep in mind distance and talking. Like they're 40 feet down from you. That's 45 feet to the watchtower.
Suppose I could. You know what? Screw it.
In terms of what you may or may not say. Your mind quickly goes to those big gray pointed ears that you've seen.
Yep. She'll drop down. Get myself a little yeet.
No rope. I know you got fancy catfall stuff like that. So,
yeah, it's easy peasy. It's way below 40's, way below danger levels for me.
Oh, is it? You're just that elite? How far can you drop? Tree falls is 25 feet shorter. All right. If you're an expert. Are you a master in acrobatics?
Treat falls as...
Oh, shit, you are. 50 feet farther. That's so crazy.
Told you.
Master skills. So basically a 40-foot fall is no fall at all to you.
Nope, I just land lightly in front of Aldrich.
Oh, and if you're legendary, you can fall 300 feet. You just superhero land every time.
Yeah, we'll get ready to look forward to that shit, guys.
The legendary's down the road.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Down the road.
Okay, so... Alright, I probably shouldn't whisper for stream's sake and y'all's sake, but pretend I'm whispering. So there are 2 things for sure that I see in there. There is a troll, and there is something else in there. I'm not 100%. The ears make me want to say elf, but Ain't like no elf I ever saw. It's got dark skin and eyes as red as coal. Well, coal on fire, that is.
Does this sound familiar to Dizzy?
He didn't come through. I was drinking my drink, so I couldn't say it.
Oh, sorry. I just said right before you said that. I was like, anyone trained want to recall knowledge who's trained in society, actually.
Me.
Dizzy don't know.
Wait, my thing from last time is also still on my token. Oh well. Anyway.
It's just with society
Roll
first.
big.
Any applicable lore is fine with it. Oh, well, might be on shine here. You think Fion, what she's describing, is a type of goblin, actually. Something called a hobgoblin. Much more militarized and specialty trained or just bred in that type of community or clan. Bigger, stronger goblin that's basically the size of a human.
Wild.
Much more intelligent, also.
But it was hard to see in there. Like, I was just looking through the arrow slits. I was afraid to get too close without, setting off a warning of some kind. So, about where I put the rope, partly as a way for us to get up and down if y'all wanted, but also as a guideline, because about that point, it's a little iffy getting closer without being caught. I had to worm my way up on my belly.
I think Aldrich mentioned something, and I don't know where it got dropped, about when you guys were approaching the fire dragon's lair. Maybe it's something the crone said.
About another entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should scout for that. This doesn't seem like an ideal place to just rush in. I mean, we have to get up a cliff, and they might see us before we can get up.
Why don't we just drag them out?
Well, I only seen two, but that don't mean that's all that's in there.
Yeah, they'd all have to fall 50 feet to get to us. In the meantime, while they're trying to get down to us, we're just flinging fireballs and shit at them. I don't know, just a thought.
That's a good thought. I ain't got no fireballs. Or balls of any kind, if I'm being honest. Y'all tell me what you want me to do. If y'all want to start shit, I will start some shit. I'm very good at it.
I'm gonna flash to Dizzy and Fion. Y'all have been you're furthest away. What are you guys doing?
Waiting for the troll to come out.
I mean, Dizzy's thinking if there's like guards here, we should probably go check out our other options. But otherwise, I mean, while Willow was like scouting, Dizzy probably would have just been keeping an eye out for anything that could be coming up around us, watching our backs.
Harem? I need to go to him.
He climbs back down. He's
I was just trying to be in position.
Ah,
I am rather anxious to get inside.
what do you know about this hold? Do you know anything about its construction?
I know that it was a bastion meant to last. And I know the father of dwarven kind is said to have left his blessing here. Though I pray to Grotus. I am a dwarf, my ancestry. If there is a shrine to Torag inside, I must ensure it is safe and pure.
So, back door? Do you know of a back door? That was what I was kindly roundaboutly getting to.
My kin would not have built a back door. Another easy way in is an easy breach into dwarven defenses.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. I would like one of those, please.
I can't just make one now. The building's already built. But dwarves do not build back door.
Great.
Told that there was another entrance. Can we at least can we scout this cliff face?
Oh, you guys
See
want
if
to
there's-
search or seek for some shit?
Yeah, I'll start
Yeah.
looking.
What?
And if we can't find anything, we'll just light this tree on fire and get them to run out here.
Everyone can give me a search or a perception check as you guys. Search. Yeah, I'm not just gonna tell y'all where the secret doors are and whatnot. Fion with the natty 20. Jesus, Morty with the bomb roll too.
Ja!
I rolled that as Morty. Whoops. Morty was sniffing
It's
for it.
It's perfect
Dizzy was
because you
distracted
guys
by
were
Morty.
actually checking defenses, and while they were close to the cavern, you two with the natural 20 and the 19. Eldrick actually with 33 also. I missed that. It's off my You find yourself drifting away and farther south. The three of you can, if you want, end up way down here. Kind of like the place you camped at earlier, and it's kind of what like cues you in on the tunnel here, Dizzy. Morty sniffs it out. Maybe Fion points at Aldrich's like, hey, that's kind of like the moss curtains. But up here, about 10 feet off the ground, is a sheet of moss that is covering like part of the rock. And you're here, and there's a smell that comes out, like rancid meat, almost. You sit here, you hear very faintly the sound of like heavy chains dragging on stone. Beyond, with the natural 20, what you see isn't the moss, it's the tunnel is like is ribbed. There's like these circular indentations that like carve its path, and it's not natural worked stone by any means. This is not like a dwarven back door that was built. Bad word. Shouldn't have said ribbed.
I'm scared.
Could have dug this like a big old worm.
Dizzy? Yes, exactly that. You think some massive worm burrowed through here long ago, but signs of its travel are there nonetheless.
Like a worm or a dragon worm?
Like a worm. Dizzy, give me a nature check since you said it. You're just in awe of the tunnel.
Oof.
Looks like a worm. Yeah. So this is only
Just
about
a lot of
10 foot-
earthworms.
Yeah, a whole swarm of earthworms together. This is only about a 10-foot climb up. To like the side, like be even with the curtain of moss there. And definitely the smell of rancid meat and the sound of those like large, like heavy metallic chains on stone being dragged. And you swear you just heard like a sneeze or something, a schnook.
It didn't really come through, but I thought it was like a horse snort.
Yeah, some sort of animal-like nasal passage clearing, but like large.
We go get the others.
Sure. You guys see them drifting away and are easily able to be like, oh fuck, what'd you guys find? Can easily move down. Is anyone trying let me get a group stealth check, actually. The DC will be 20. So I want everyone, Morty and Paddington, to also roll. And this isn't like you guys are... Obviously, you guys are stealthing outside of an enemy compound. You guys aren't just yelling to each other. You know, I got some assumption on that, but you guys are all trying to be quiet. DC of 20. So we have a 1 success. Fail. Success, fail.
And
Success.
ironically, Morty is stealthier than I am. By a lot.
Oak. Oh, you hero pointed that. All right. That was actually a game changer because you guys had 4 fails and 3 successes there. But as the group, Oak with the hero point, you see, you look up, all the way up, straight up, the cliff face here. There's a piece of constructed stone that seems to jut out of the top of like the cliff face there. And it's like, it's natural. I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's a natural piece of the cavern or the cave wall there. but you see it's like there's holes in it, like it's been modified or worked on the inside. It's like a natural spire on the wall that's been dug out on the inside, like a guard tower, but yet to be concealed as natural stone. Um, Something flies, not in your direction, just away from like the whole keep here. There's like a landing up top, and there's these feathers, and it's rather hideous actually. You see it for about 2 seconds as it just flies away from the whole troll little keep in general.
That's terrifying on all the levels.
I thought it was sexy.
That's a Pathfinder harpy. But with the hero point used, group success, you don't alert. What's the play?
I see we going this way.
Yeah, probably better than the guard tower.
I'm okay with that.
Climbing up.
Morty's able to jump up there a little bit. Immediately, I'm trying to check for vision. Checking for vision. Oak. You see something like laying down, four legs, like kind of like curled up on each other. It's a strange creature. You're not sure if you've ever seen one before. It's like part hyena, part like gazelle with like hoofs, but like almost like 6-7 feet at the back if it were to be like standing upright.
Oh shit.
You see two of these all the way at the end of your dark vision, just barely up this tunnel here.
Well, that sucks, but I will let Dizzy and Morty and Aldrich know because they're in front of me.
But they seem to actually, their heads are down, and the way their legs are folded, they don't look like they have a great, they wouldn't lay down on their sides. It looked like they're sleeping, like they're folded their legs underneath them, almost like a goat would. And they look like they're sleeping. Aldrich and Dizzy, the sound of the chains dragging seems to be coming from the other side of the tunnel, like where it splits. And you guys don't have any light sources lit that I can see, so you guys don't get great vision. But you know, light sources would probably bring some immediate tension.
That's why Willow wasn't asking to go first, because I can't see shit.
As you guys come up in, you guys hear some like clip clop a little bit from Morty's hoofs. You guys hear that snooking sound. And Oak, you come a little closer. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these like wolf-sized, bloated troll hound-like creatures.
Oh my gosh, why are they so cute?
Around each one is like a massive spiked collar with kind of like
boy.
with like an undersized like metal hook that attaches to like this very big metal chain. Looks like the chain and collar are like sized appropriately, but there's like the hook attachment is like not meant for these things. But one of them is up, dragging its chain around, kind of like sniffing around the little cave there that it's in. You see it grabs hold of one of the bones in the area and just like gnaws on it, and there's a piece of like grizzle it like chews and tries to like rip it off. Two of them are like awake but like lounging. One of them seems completely passed out. Total of 4. Oak, give me a stealth check. Just because where you know, how far ahead you are. All right. Harem comes behind you, Fionn. You want the leg up? He puts his arms out to you.
No, I'm good. I'm taller than you.
All right, then you help me.
He goes to like lift his leg up to like.
It's just such an old man thing.
All right, now how
There
about
you
an
go.
arm?
Sure.
Helps you up on top of the ledge.
What do I know about these creatures?
You've never seen one, but it looks part hound, part troll. Every bit of its facial structure, its teeth, its like almost like tusk-like appearance seems to say troll. It seems to carry like a sickness though, and its body is in a constant state of like fixing and regenerating that sickness. You can see as you look closer like these red pustules all over each one of them. Occasionally one will like rupture, and you'll see like sizzling happen on its skin, and then it heals right over.
I want to try to cleanse affliction on one of them and see what happens. Oh, I'd have to touch them to do that. Hell no. What if I just throw a fireball into that room?
What if?
You know what? I'm just gonna throw a fireball into that room. Really, no one's stopping me from doing this. You guys are just
Roll initiative. Well, pop. Roll for initiative, suckers. So you go ahead and roll damage for your fireball. Place its effect. I know surprise rounds aren't super thing, but
It won't let me.
what if I just throw a fireball into that room? And she started blasting, folks.
Yeah.
It won't let me roll an initiative. Roll perception.
You can't roll. You're on there.
I'll believe you.
All right, Oak. It's good that you went first because I was going to move you to first of the round if you didn't, because there's not supposed to be surprise rounds per se. but you do go first. Your fireball streaks forward, it erupts, and you rolled damage. And I need to roll some saving throws. Critical failure. That's not good. So that's this first guy. Oh, fuck. 58 points of damage on the first one. He almost crit failed. Failure even on a 15? Damn. So 34, 34. Is that a new biggest damage dealt? 68 and 58?
That's pretty damn big.
126? What is that? I don't know. I'm not thinking right now. Fire burns at their skin. None of them go down, Oak, but you critically fucked them up. You do have one action left. They immediately start to like burst, like wake up. I mean, obviously they're waking up and tugging full at their chains and wanting to get at you guys. Brings us to Aldrich.
I would like to look to Dizzy and ask if he can light my sword so that I can see. And I'd like to hold my turn until after Dizzy.
You still have that Everlight stone.
Oh, I do. I keep forgetting about that because I don't have. You never made me an item for that, Obi.
Oh, I didn't?
No,
I did?
I completely forgot about that.
It's an Everlight crystal, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
But what shape is it in?
No idea.
Here, I gave you an Everlight crystal, but that's something you have to hold. I don't think you have to hold this. I thought it was affixated to something.
I thought we made it a charm on like his haft of his sword.
Yeah, it is. It is. Let me just drag the light effect onto you for now. I gotta make the Everlight crystal into not a holdable thing.
Okay, sorry, I completely forgot about that.
There.
Boom.
I've applied light effects to items before. You're on like a way newer version of Foundry than I am, so I don't know if I'll know exactly how to do it, but I could help you get a light effect onto the blade if you want, Obi. It'll like, the way it would work is it would emit light when he has it equipped. And if he doesn't, then it won't.
Yeah, that's basically what's supposed to happen.
But we can do it later, obviously, but...
I'll move twice and then rage.
Dizzy, you're up.
Morty's gonna ride me forward. And then... he'll cast Frostbite on this closest one.
Is it just in the rules element where you have like a active effect? I don't know. I'll look into it afterwards.
Yeah, I think it's like an effect. I can check on our game too.
Frostbite, this guy right here?
Yeah.
Finally, good roll.
So roll damage. And I will cast shield. And my turn.
Aldrich, this hound over here comes running in your directions, and right as it makes it out here, like its chain seems to like almost like reach its maximum length. Here, it snaps, but it's still able to get its bite off at you as yours adjacent to it. Bites onto your upper thigh near your hip there and just thrashes left and right. You feel these deep teeth dig into you. You take 8 points of damage. But then I need a fortitude saving throw from you. Good deal, good deal. Its last action is part of its bite. It can spend its action to try to trip you. And it does not. Willow, you're up. It tries to like rip you down to the ground.
Willow.
Last thing, Aldrich, is you see its skin trying to like stitch itself back together, but the fire continues to burn and sizzle at it and stops any type of like regeneration effect from happening. So even these hounds seem to carry that regeneration.
Two. Then as part of my move, could I have used my tumbling teamwork to switch places with Aldrich?
If he wants to, yeah.
Sure.
So you can step if you want to, Aldrich.
In any direction?
But you must remain adjacent.
Yeah, so he would go where I was. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he is off guard because as long as we are targeting the same person, it is flanked because of getting up. Then.
Oh, it automatically put tumble behind. All right, I don't need to apply off guard twice. Okay.
And then I have like 3 different types of filters for orcs now, so my last action, I'm gonna stab it.
Sheesh. Crit because of the flank. $51 points of damage. What the fuck?
It's
Like
just
blazing banner work too.
61 because of the weakness to fire. Just completely obliterates this thing. Already burning from the fireball. Fork stabs in, just your hand almost disappears into the wound. This flesh already burned and softened from the fireball.
I'm gonna pull my hand out and like flick off the gore and just smile up at Aldrich.
This troll does not heal because it took fire damage. Aldrich, it uses its last action like a whimpering hound or animal knowing it's near death, burning. It's got 2 hit points left. It falls back, goes to the base of its chain. Does provoke an attack of opportunity, reactive strike if you want to use going fucking nowhere.
That's what we call teamwork, folks. You see how I
This
did
one
that?
here
I rolled damage, not crit. Sorry, I don't know if it matters.
runs to the length of its chain, and you hear this sound emanate from it. 54 points of damage. Good lord.
You just had to fucking show me up, bro. You just had to.
Sorry.
And stops there. Barely grabs onto you, Aldrich again, bites into you. And I need another fortitude save, sir. You take 6 points of damage. End of their turn. Oak, you're up. I think. Give me one moment. The sound of the fireball superheated this entire cavern. Blades striking. This troll hound went to the back of the cavern and did this like reverberating, deep guttural like. I'm not sure if that came through. Which seemed to like a wooing sound. Seemed to echo also throughout the cavern. And you see back here with your dark vision, these two creatures like gnoll gazelle-like things stand up and start looking about in a panic. And both of them kind of stand up and look down this tunnel, their eyes kind of like catching some of the light from the magic. But you're up.
I'm gonna be a big old elephant.
Give me a perception check also. I'm gonna be a big old elephant. Right as you transform into an elephant. Jesus. You hear big
Oh my
footsteps.
god, my token.
Boom. Like stone on stone almost. You finish your transformation. You got some movement. You got 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, that was my last play, was to get up and get moving. Kind of corner them so they can't get past. Well, they could get past me, but good fucking luck.
Aldrich, you see it first. It's probably upwards of 15, possibly 16 feet tall. It lumbers into... Oh, you actually don't see it. Nobody sees it. A massive form in the shadow, in the darkness. All you see is you hear the sound of like grating claws on stone. Stone seems to break and come apart. And then you look up and you see a boulder like 3 feet by 3 feet hurling out of the darkness right in Willow's direction. Try to get the blade up and block and deflect it as much as you can, and bits of the rock shatter on your blade, but enough of it still comes through. You take 15 points of damage. Willow, another rock out of the shadow. Just narrowly misses you, lands to your right. Whatever's out there can see you, and seems to have advantage on you two right now. Aldrich, you're up.
It's time for night anyway.
Hey, it's 9 o'clock, buddy, okay? Hey, go cuddle in Rainer's bed. 33. Struck down, Aldrich. Another hound falls.
I think I will fall back, actually, and tell Willow to fall back as well.
Will bring us to Fion then. Fion?
I wonder if my potion is still good.
Yeah.
I took it too early.
I forgot to roll for Harem. Nish.
I will walk up there. Potentially walk more because I don't think I can. I'm still so far behind. Guess what? I'm walking. That's my turn.
Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Oak, this animal comes running up to you and then seems to, like, it was aggressive, but it's like charging demeanor, like, seems to falter. Just witnessing, like, seeing you in this massive, like, elephant-like shape. And it tilts its head at you, and you see, like, a recognition, almost like intellect. And it speaks.
Shape shifter, let me and my mate go. We are only waiting for an opportunity to escape.
You're okay. I let it by.
First action was to stride up to you. This thing, Aldrich, that towers as big as Morty, if not even bigger. Legs that you could probably almost walk underneath once it's like fully standing. Probably almost like 12 feet at its its back. It makes like a yappering, high-pitched, like hyena noise, and it kind of like bows its head in reverence, mostly towards Oak, but then it does it like in like an arcing motion to like.
I will remember your faces.
And it goes and it leaps over Harem and out of the entrance. And another one.
Okay, lady, I love you. Bye-bye.
I think it's got 40 feet, 50 feet speed. Sheesh. Both of them are easily able to get out of the cap. Aldrich, you did have a reactive strike on one of them if you wanted to take it. Just gotta drip that out there, you know. Here, I'm not sure he's up here, he's parting through the moss, these things come jumping over him, he's, oh my word! By the gods! I'm coming! Dizzy, you're up.
Did I move myself on accident earlier? I feel like I was like up here. Morty and myself are gonna head this way with Aldrich. Move up. Do I see anything up ahead?
You don't. I mean, you see like the rear part of the wall. Let me see what you can see. It looks like part of the wall's been collapsed a little bit. Raw meat, various bones, like part of like a den a little bit up ahead. But no, not much. No creatures.
Okay, and I'll cast light to try and get a better look, and then I will cast shield again with my last action. End the turn.
Willow, you're up.
I did get the kiddos in bed.
Sorry, I'm gonna dash 2 minutes AFK to say goodnight to the kiddos. Actually, should we just 5-minute break real quick? Sorry, I just gotta say goodnight to the kiddos.
Sure.
I
Go
can
for it.
dodge that.
We're back real quick, guys. Mid combat AFK. 5 minutes.
Hey guys, if you're new, welcome in. I think I had that muted, so I was talking to myself. But if you're new, welcome in. Mr. Curious, thank you for the follow. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Open up our microphones.
All right, and Willow, I think with the light that you have, you and Fion would actually have seen it at the end of his turn. You see something new at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the cavern here. It is monstrous.
Oh,
It
good.
is
I don't know if
troll-
I can actually take. Oh, I can see it.
It is troll-like, but you see where skin should be, you see like granite and stone.
Oh, shit.
14, 15, 16 feet tall, crystalline fangs and talons, and as it rips, it just uses nothing but its talons to reach into the cavern wall and just rips this monstrous piece of stone right out of it. You see this.
Ah!
Oh, good.
Well, that is terrifying.
They have a cave troll.
Well, shit. That must be why Aldert told me to retreat. Fion, we should probably retreat. Do I see it on this side too?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope, nothing. You see kind of what I described before. The rear room of this wall is partially collapsed. You see an opening between it and like another tunnel here farther to the west. You see pallets fill the remaining corner of this room and various bones, some chunks of raw meat still clinging them on the floor. There's also like a bunch of straw and vegetation has been thrown on the ground here to kind of like create like a soft mat for the creatures that probably just left here. They're probably not used to like sleeping on stone. And then
That's the end of
see
my
several
turn.
doors, 4 in total. Do not let Oak look at that.
Sir.
Oh, what happens now? Harem continues to stride forward. Harem uses an 2 actions to move forward. His last action is to interact, to hold out a potion of healing and hands it to you, Aldrich. He's like putting it in your hand, basically.
Thank you.
And this hound is going to make a athletics check. Then uses 35. All right, yeah, uses 2 actions to run all the way up to Fion, but cannot make any attacks. Oak, you're up. What, Aldrich, you come around the corner. You don't see Oak. You see the ass of an elephant.
I don't think Willow questions anymore.
Yeah, I just shrug and say that must be
Something.
it. We'll know for sure if it opens the door.
just an elephant with antlers on its head.
Oh, she changed immediately.
You know you can't fit in those doors, right?
They're double doors.
I just need to open them.
Trunk comes down.
Just slaps it
Door
open.
is opened. This is perfect.
And then. I don't know. Is that all three of my actions? Move and then open two doors?
I'll let you elephant trunk both those doors open for one.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to.
FAFO. That would be your end of your turn to move over. Oh, you could probably have reach. You could open those doors without moving.
It says it's out of reach.
Oh, it's out of reach. Trunk is 10 feet.
That's because it's still her technical form. Like,
Yeah, no, you got it. You can trunk those doors.
won't let her open them though. That's what.
Yeah, it's giving me an error.
All right. I am not pushing anything. Are you wanting to open those doors on the real? Because you can't. We'll open them for you.
Obviously, I want them open.
Inside, you see what looks like
Two more doors.
more doors and a floor that's littered with like half a dozen more like pallets that are stacked up on each other with branches, leaves. It reeks in here. You see uncured hides, and you hear and two monstrous troll-like figures come into your visage. It's spiraling, guys. It's snowballing. From severe to extreme encounter. Beyond this cave or stone troll like creature with crystalline claws and teeth rears back with a rock and throws it at you.
Bruh.
Catch
Something I-
this!
Bark skin would help me a little bit.
Not at a 34 to hit.
Ah,
18 points of damage.
brutal.
Willow, you hear grating on stone, and then right next to you, the entire wall seems to explode outward. Burrows right through the wall. Feet. Claw has a burrow speed of 20. It looks down at you, and this massive crystalline jaw just comes snapping forward.
I just got a warning to pay attention.
Poorly.
I didn't actually need to use it, but whatever.
So threw a rock, tunneled, it bit. That's the end of its turn. Aldrich, you're up.
Wait, where's it at? Right there. Oh, fuck. Ah! We got
Straight up the Rings cave troll.
fucking shabated by the GM here.
I didn't shabate anybody.
I was expecting an earthworm. Alright.
Scowl at this thing, trying to do a little intimidating glare.
That ain't it, my friend.
I think I'm gonna use my hero point on that.
Suck it.
You're my troll?
Yeah,
You making my troll scared?
yeah, he's afeared of him.
Old. Oh, visual trait. You don't take a penalty for not sharing. What the fuck, bro? All right, all right. I am frightened one. He recognizes. Game recognizes fucking some game right there, bro. And Aldrich, what you see is his eyes not falling on you. That sees that glint that you garner for a moment that might be fear or frightened in this creature. His eyes are fixated on your sword. Something about this creature's attunement to possibly giant kind or stone giant kind where your blade came from. He stares at your blade and seems to recognize something. And you see like his head bow, he shakes his head. There's reverence for a moment, and then it's fear.
That's right.
Fion, you're up.
Ugh. I don't know if I should run away. That would help me. We'll use one of my fancy weapons on him.
Well, if it makes you feel better, the guy in front of me now.
Should I use fire or electricity?
You know for sure these things don't like fire. And they have they will constantly regenerate their hit points unless they take fire damage that round. The hounds anyway, and trolls. What's in front of
Now I
Aldrich,
shoot
Willow,
my
and
little
Oak?
gun.
Something is new. Oh, okay. I removed the Lucrotas, and we are not extreme anymore.
Give me 1 second.
That means less experience points. Which I did not reward last session, but I tracked. I got him. Oh my goodness.
That's the sound of sexy.
It's the sound of pain. So roll that critical damage there, Fion.
Sorry, I was confused by the gibberish on the roll button.
That's a lot of damage.
So I think Willow let it off with a 52, 51. And then Aldrich upped her by a few damage. Now Fion with the 56 plus 1 fire damage. New reigning champion. One shot Fion here. Point blank, just point your pistol at this hound. Close your eyes, you don't even look. One shot completely pierces the troll hound's brain and its skull. You hear this and a thump sound as it lands on the ground next to you.
And that's my turn because I gotta give her dog a pill.
You can move. You do have 2 actions left. You want to take movement?
I'll move.
To 0.
Yeah.
Right through a wall, no check needed. You can hear giant talk.
Gotta advance down the hallway. And I'm gonna cast a spell on the troll.
Grasp of the Deep. Ding! We'll save. Here it comes, folks. Here it comes. Down the. That's a 3. Critical failure. Oh my goodness. Is that critical?
No, he takes double that.
Oh, I rolled double. Okay. 50 point. Dizzy says, I'm in the 50 game. Ooh,
And
my
he's
goodness.
grabbed.
He is grabbed.
And then
So Dizzy, first time slinging that spell. What is it? What does it look like? It's Grasp of the Deep, but is it the deep sea? Is it plants? What are we looking at here?
it's a deep sea, but it's like in his mind. So he like feels this sense that he's like drowning all of a sudden. But yeah, then I will raise my shield with my last action.
Pretty big. Oak, you hear some more doors open and a bestial roar that reminds you of what you heard in the forest on your watch. It is so loud. Almost the floor. It is like the troll hunting call.
At least it's not the troll mating call.
It might be because it just you guys just rolled get fucked. Things are coming. Its last action is it rolls right in front of the doorway like a beast. It claws scram. It almost runs too fast where it's like pulls itself back into the doorway like it ran past it for a moment, and it ends its turn as it lunged forwards at you, trying to like, about to ravage. Willow, you're up.
Just imagine it like a dog that's like running with the zoomies and like scrambles just before hitting the wall.
That's exactly what it is. Claws dig deep, gouges into the stone as it grabs itself and prepares to lunge.
Fuck it. No fear.
Oh god, we are so extreme encounter now.
Fear is for the dead or the stupid. Not really. It's probably the other way around. Those that don't fear are dead or stupid. Fuck it. We're stabbing shit. Just off to a great start.
God.
Trolls popping in the initiative.
This, yeah.
I need that fortitude save, my love.
30 points. 30 points. I don't see it in chat. I see it.
You would?
Willow, you notice as the blazing banner behind you on your strikes, your own fork being enchanted with fiery magic. The fire does damage this thing.
That was my poison. That was my poison dagger that did the fire because of the banner.
Oh, blazing banner was all okay. Okay, that's bleed. The fire doesn't seem to slow the healing process. The skin continually starts to stitch itself. But it's like granite being reborn. It's not their time. I can't leave them alone. Fion, we got to go. Harem uses all 3 of his actions to run past and make sure that you are not alone. He can't even move that far. He's going to get a max of 60. You got to retract him. Oak. A troll steps out of the doorway here. First 1 action is to stride up next to you. And 2 claws come slashing in your elephant's direction. I'm not targeting anyone, but that's not really good rolls. Would a 21 hit you? It does not. Whoosh, whoosh. No checks needed from anybody. A second one of those near almost deafening troll-like hunting calls go out. And that's 1 action. It then strides forward, climbs up. And Oak, you can see another one emerge kind of right here. That's its turn. Oak, you are up. You are surrounded. Not surrounded, but you got trolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna close doors.
So, as your trunk swoops through to close some of these doors, closing doors is you're manipulating things to do that. Your trunk swoops open and closes the door right in front of this troll, but this troll next to you is able to capitalize on that. And he swipes at you, and he doesn't swipe at you. His little jaws almost like unhinge and bite onto your trunk. Trunk's too fast.
Get fucked.
As the trunk kind of recoils so fast, you kind of you foot stomped it actually.
I did. I kicked him. I just chose to kick him. Yeah.
Willow, you see some of this cavern troll's wounds immediately, like granite healing over, and he recovers some hit points. Scroll up to grasp it deep.
Can I, as a reaction, or I don't know what it would be, just be like, fire ain't working on this guy?
Dizzy, it uses its first action to like try to break free. You can see it struggling from something like some invisible foe. Willow, it next just looks around, and these eyes fall on you, and its jaw just opens up like I described before, and these crystalline teeth come gnashing out at you.
Everything always wants to eat me. It's like I'm small and tasty or something. Haha! You didn't target me.
20. So 27 would hit, but you can use your nimble dodge
Yes, I will.
to give you a +2.
Yes.
So I'm not going to re-roll. I'm going to let you use your nimble dodge.
Yes, that's my yes. I do that.
And it's flailing. It lunged forward to bite at you, and at the same motion, its right hand is like pulling along the cavern wall. And I'm going to roll 1-2 for Morty and a 3-4 for Dizzy. 1d4. What do you mean I can't roll a 1d4? Roll 1d4, motherfucker. Dizzy.
You rolled as me. Sorry, guys.
It's only a +12 with map. What, might still hit? Yeah, it does. It grates its claw along the cavern wall, and this rock and scree come flying in your direction. And you take 18 points of damage. Hold on, you are incapable of moving. You can't use any action to have to move, train, or mobilize. Okay, no, I'm not cheating.
I will block that with my shield.
Oh, some shield action? Nice.
I think this should just work. Okay, cool.
Absorbs 10 damage. Dude, that's nice. I like that.
And I'm immune to shield for 10 minutes, but
Oh, persistent fire damage. She takes 2. Recovery. And then Aldrich, you're up.
Alright, Aldrich is gonna rush up and get right in there.
God, I love that gang up fucking feat. So good.
Yeah, that's really nice. Start slashing. Something needs to die.
Blade carves through him. You can see like sparks drag across his body as it's like this. Your blade itself is made of almost like this stone metal, and as it clashes with his body, it just bluish, yellowish sparks just kind of ignite in almost blinding like fashion. 30 points of damage. No. Because of the off guard.
Very nice.
33 more points of damage. Roll a 55, 2 strikes. The creature gets his own claws up, trying to deflecting blows, but still blades are carving through. He looks pretty carved up now. He's not looking good. Fion, you're up.
It's just good enough. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Not ready to go right next to him.
You could have shot him from like here when you were.
No, I don't think I could have shot him. Walls and me are not friends with the shooting.
Now, I would let you shoot him from there. I feel like.
I mean, I'll do it if you're gonna let me.
Of course I would. I mean, yeah, fire.
I'll do
Fire.
it lesser. I'll do a lesser shoot.
Do less. You haven't shot anything. Do you get your full bonus?
It's not letting me shoot anyways. I gotta get some ammo in there.
Get on in there.
Would help if I targeted something that would be.
This bullet of electricity comes blasting across the cavern. It kind of startles you, Aldrich and Willow, and it smashes into the back of this massive cave troll. Dizzy, you are up now, sir.
Fire didn't work, so I guess we can try acid. I will cast acid splash.
Oh, fuck. Nat 20, 19.
I think you have to double it.
Doesn't matter for his regeneration, but you do learn that acid does seem to work on cave trolls, as the acid clings to the stone and seems to like dissolve it. And he's like wiping it away in a panic. It gets on his face, his body, the deep wounds that are carved open by Aldrich and Willow. Acid splashes in there, the bullet wound from Fion, and the acid getting into those deep mortal wounds. He's like clawing at them in a panic and just slowly crumples into what looks like almost like a natural large boulder with like crystalline chunks coming out of it, as this cave troll is dead. You got one action left, do you?
I have one action left, and then if I don't use it to command Morty to do something, Morty gets an action. I think I will ride in on Morty, and then with my last action, I will heal Aldrich a little bit. Very little bit.
Look to Dizzy and nod.
Get in there.
For its first attack and action, Oak, these doors basically get grabbed and ripped off their hinges and removed entirely.
Hagulka would have your spine, and I shall deliver it.
And it bites you. Or it don't.
Trolls are weak to fire, acid, and elephants.
Willow, you're up. You're not coming through.
Sorry, I have to keep manually hitting the button. So the first action is going to be to move here, and then I'm going to target this guy. Yeah, we're just going to hit him. I have to like double check the thing. So she's going to grab her flaming fork, fucking stab him in his belly button.
Nice roll. 56 points of damage. Oh my god. You guys are up in the game here.
And then she's going to twirl her serpent dagger and try to like go in next to the fork.
My goodness. Why are you guys deleting trolls in one attack sequence here?
I'm going to need that fortitude save.
I don't think you're going to need it. I don't think you're going to need it. No. These trolls have 115 hit points, ladies and gentlemen. Just saying.
I just work here. I just roll the dice.
Holy fuck.
We have had outstanding rolls. So,
10s and 20s. What's so funny? Fucking 2010.
if we hadn't gotten those, this would be a entirely different situation.
I'm coming. I hear the end of days and times for all things. I can't see it though. Grotus, what's happening?
Our lover of death hasn't seen anything die. He's just missed it all.
Yep, I'm coming. Oh God, I have all this death, and Grotus has not witnessed it.
Withholding fucking the macabre from the emo kid.
Does anyone speak Jotun?
Nope.
It's not on our party list. So I'm gonna go with no.
Is Giant on there? Are we pre-remaster on some languages?
Nope, Giant is not on here either.
Yeah, I didn't think about my languages too much.
We-
I picked Elven, but like,
You know
I think
what?
I picked that before I
Aldrich,
went back.
Aldrich, I'm gonna
It was
give
in
you.
my
I'm gonna give
background.
you something cool. I'm gonna give you something really cool, actually. While you are wielding the sword, the blade of the fallen summit, you will be able to understand the language of giants, Jotun. Only while you are wielding it. This isn't like while you're walking around town, cash, or anything like that. While you
Yep.
are in a combat-like situation, but you hear a troll call out, "We've suffered losses. Go back. We must defend Hogolka." And you hear claws grate on stone and a thudding like leap as like one of these things leaps off this like a balcony, and Oak, it disappears from sight, and you can't really see where it goes, but you can hear some like thudding footsteps. Oak, you're up.
Okay. I am going to attempt to impale this motherfucker.
Holy shit, guys.
Critically, so.
Your attacks coming in under 15s are like non-existent. Massive elephant trunk snaking in through the doorways, smacks him down, like knocking his head almost down to the stone floor there. Second strike comes in. Give me some damage. Oh, you're grabbing him. Are you grabbing him?
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to grapple him, yeah.
Elephant trunked. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, Willow. Aldrich, you're up.
Okay. I have a question that I can't find. I'm looking at my sword. Does this thing have increased reach because it's so damn big?
No, reach is typically governed by like your arm's length, like how
Okay.
much your arm can control a blade versus like how long you can hold a stick.
Gotcha, okay. So I will slide up here. And well, am I close enough to attack him from here? Like through the doorway?
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, alright. Alright, I don't need to use lunge then. Okay. Slide up.
If Oak was
I'm-
an enemy, like actively like trying to like, prevent you, but maybe not, but not easily.
Okay, good.
Oh, the off guard. Why is he off guard? Elephant trunked. That's the only reason the hit happened.
We are
30
nailing
more
this
points of
teamwork
damage.
shit.
You guys are doing fucking fantastic. The dices are in your favor for sure. I mean, my goodness. Fion, you're up.
I'm probably gonna move again. Oh shoot, I'm still targeting the other guy.
You hit. Fire damage will stop some regen. Oh my god, that the 1 point of that 1 point of fire damage from your ammunition turned into 11 because of his weakness to fire.
Yeah, I like my new bullets.
So those new bullets, I mean, they're fancy, but so when I look at Fion, I really do. I see like I'm struggling with names now. Castlevania. They know the prey that you're stalking and like what they might be weak to, or you're smart enough to hit the books. Belmont, exact. I'm so bad. I should have done that. Like the weaknesses, silver and fire and acid for these types of creatures and vampires and all these creatures. So like, it's kind of what I look at when I see Fion. It's like he's not using traditional Belmont weaponry or whatever. He's got a gun and his bullets are his specialties. So I think that's so cool. I mean, I fucking love that shit. Turning 1 point of damage into 11 by capitalizing and like using knowledge, to know a weakness on an enemy.
That's who he was based on, so works.
This troll uses all of its actions basically to remove itself from combat. It's not in anyone's threatening space. It has plenty of speed to leap down and disappear out of combat enough to end the encounter. You hear some thudding footsteps. Boom, 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 boom. Aldrich, you hear... Oh, it's letting me award XP now. I'm going to end the encounter and give XP now for this. It's a pretty chunk. Troll's gone. You guys look around. Everyone's okay. There's almost no wounded. I don't think that's right. It should be 99 plus what I. Yeah, 317. You're not coming through.
We were at 209. He awarded us the 218, so it brings us to 317. So the DM gave
317?
it, so we don't have to add anything.
Oh, yes.
So we should be at 317.
Theon, the room that you passed through to the west with Harem, you remember the temperature of the cavern seemed a bit cooler. The stench of like decaying flesh was like very, very heavy. Along the walls were stacked carcasses of dozens of beasts, foxes, wolves, deer, elk, like a larder almost, food storage. You've seen a couple of horses, skinned bear, even elk. I think I said that. I did. The far southern portion of the room was a far grislier collection of corpses, humanoid. Some gnomes, things, humans, elves. Most, if not all, of the cadavers to the south in this chamber here are missing their heads. And you see gnarly, like, tooth marks, like, bit off deeply into the shoulders, like something, possibly this cave troll, completely just bit off their heads.
Well, shit. It seems like
Scary.
potential civilians that were citizens. I mean,
Trolls have been stalking your kingdom for about 2 months now. Since you were level 5, actually. It was when the first troll event got introduced, and you guys are now level 7.
well, right before that we had the owl bear, so we had to deal with the owl bear situation.
They come together, and that is part of the kingdom stuff. Is you get both threats, and you get to pick which one is worse.
Well, you know, we are to we decide together. So, well, that sucks.
Okay, like 20 seconds, but I'm listening. Headsets on.
So we continue this way, even though they know we're coming, but fuck it.
Do we have much of a choice?
Well, we could go back the other way. If they think we're coming this way, I mean, I don't know things, but maybe they'll think we're all coming this way and they'll have this side heavier guarded versus the front entrance. But who knows, they might be more on alert than they see us anyway before we even fucking get there, so.
Yeah, I don't think we're surprising anybody at this point.
No, probably not. But you say that, but they seem pretty damn surprised. Alright, fuck it. Also, and Willow's gonna point over to the one guy. That guy fucking was unfazed by fire. I ain't got nothing for them fuckers if we happen to come across another one. I mean, I can stab it, obviously, but she'll hold up her little fork. He seems unfazed by this, at least for a minute.
Acid seemed to work, but I might be the only one that can do that.
Yeah, I ain't got that. I just finally got to do the fiery bit.
Well, now that you guys have a moment, nature to recall some knowledge on what you guys may have just fought. Which you guys can always recall knowledge in combat as a one action thing. If you feel like you may have an applicable skill that you may have knowledge on a certain type of creature that you're like, oh shit, what is this? Would I know anything about this? You know, reach as a player. Would I know, this thing's got weapons and shields. It looks like a military. It's dead. Whatever. Would I know anything about this? But if anyone wants to roll recall knowledge on the cave troll thing, it would be knowledge nature. And recall knowledge is basically how you guys would discover
He's like,
biggest
yeah,
weaknesses,
acid.
biggest resistances type thing. Dizzy, yes, a cave troll. You've seen acid absolutely worked, and you know acid to also work on regular trolls. It doesn't have to be fire. Most trolls are weak to fire, and their regeneration will stop if afflicted by fire or acid. A cave troll is a little different. Its regeneration will stop only by acid or sonic damage, disrupting the frequency, disallowing the stone to reform will also stop the regeneration. But they don't have a weakness. They don't take extra damage from anything. I'm giving you that because you basically critically succeed. The DC for knowledge nature to recall knowledge on them is 23. You got exactly 33. So I gave you weaknesses and all those things.
Where is our elephant?
Holy shit. I don't know. Hold on here. Oh my god. Okay, we're safe. We're cool. Oak, still in elephant form.
You should know better about leaving it unpaused when you walk away.
You pass in front of what looks like a watchtower. There's a small flight of stone stairs that winds up and around a circular chamber that ends what looks like a trap door in the ceiling up above. This room smells horrible, and the walls, the floor, everything seems to be caked with filth. This seems to be used as like latrine. There is a sewer grate in the middle of the filth. Where it disperses to, you're not sure, but this room smells horrible. And you remember seeing this feathered creature that flew off in the distance. You think it was probably on the other side of the trap door that you're looking at. So you see this winding staircase that goes up. It probably ends at like the top of like a watchtower or something.
Okay, well, what about these doors?
What about those doors? Oh God, what about those doors?
Oh my.
Intruder. Roll initiative. What about those doors?
What, can we get them up here? And Theon? Before we just start taking shit.
The
Well, I'm coming. Someone moved me already. Like, my game says still game paused.
I just paused that. You just rah at me.
I literally couldn't move.
I am nice guy. You guys.
Is it too late to roll?
No, roll. Everyone's rolling. Everyone's rolling. Dizzy's first with a 33. Oak, you open the door and you see immediately a troll sitting down in a lazy-like state. His head snaps to the right and he sees an elephant face and trunk and he's startled and he stands up and this is all in Giant, which only Aldrich is possibly understanding because he has a sword out right now. No, Dizzy, you're up first.
I guess we're attacking him. I cast Daze on the troll.
Cantrip path? Critical? Oh my god. When the cantrip path works exceptionally. Oh my god. Critically fails. He's stunned. 1. Bruh. Stunned 2.
Oh, is it like a certain level over him so it does more? I don't know. Or did you just actually
Maybe?
apply stun too?
I just dragged stunned 1 onto him. Hold on, let me just do this again.
Do they have like a weakness to stun or something?
Are they stupid?
It might, I don't know.
It was probably
I don't know
just
what
lag. Yeah, so he takes damage and then move in on Morty.
There is the thingy on. Oh, you only get the shield immunity if you use shield block.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Yes, Willow, you're up next. Thank you. You move into the room and you see 2 of these black, grayish-skinned, long-eared creatures, crossbows, already cranking back in a panic to prepare to strike. You just hit my troll with a 2?
Maybe.
Bruh. We'll just attack again with the flaming one, really. That weakness to fire is just crippling.
I was hoping for a critical on it so that you would possibly suffer the fortitude damage.
Oak, you're up.
Listen, the
Tiny Willow tumbles through the elephant's legs and just nearly disembowels this troll.
I'm trying to put dots, all right? The serpent dagger does bleed and it does poison, potentially. All right?
You see 2 of these hobgoblin archers inside there.
Okay. Very clumsily get myself situated in this little room. first action, I'm going to attempt to trunk it.
Typically my first action. Jesus, Rimney. When you guys know you're a little over leveled for the scene. These are hitting on 2s and 3s. Crushing it. Crushing it. Give me some damage. There's an elephant in the room. So you hit it twice. I need 2 damage rolls from you. Oh, you grabbed it. Grabbed and then
Correct.
stabbed. Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Missed that. It does not heal because it took fire damage.
I did. I fired it with my fork.
I seen your fiery fork. And it targets you. It does a bite attack. Covered in flames and wounds, blood leaking all over. This massive maw comes out and just snaps down at you. You quickly like tuck and roll to the left, but it's still just like latches onto like the back of your like thigh area, and you take 32 points of damage. Over top
Fionn
of you-
and Harem are not in the initiative.
Yeah. I was also wondering
Beyond?
why I could do stuff.
Roll initiative.
No, oh, did I accidentally roll perceptions of initiative?
Yeah, probably. That's got a strong potential.
Wow, these days are so pretty.
Oh, well there you go. It's perfect.
I am at the end, as I should be, to witness all the endings before me. The troll.
He bited me almost in half.
Yes. And then,
You gonna try to grab me?
2 claws. No, does 2 claw attacks.
Fuck me.
Oh, I'm not targeting it.
Nope, but those miss.
Yes, they do. Those are terrible rolls. Goodness gracious. Fionn, you're up.
Time to scoot up, Bree.
So it's only 1 action. I know you like dragged yourself twice. It says 30, you know. I mean, you could
It
be
was 15, I guess. 15.
you could be here for 25 and still have all the range and everything you need.
You can pull me back. I still gotta reload either way.
But yeah, you get there and you got 2 actions left. Fionn, at the end of your turn, you bullet shot goes flying across, striking into this troll. It almost falls down, completely staggers down to its knee. But you hear this voice that is way off, like not way off, but it echoes through the cavern. Prepare my throne room. I would have an audience. You have one action left.
No, I don't. I reloaded and I shot.
You reloaded. Yes. Ma'am, sir, you did.
We did have a little bit of time before, so I'm assuming you had reloaded prior to that first shot.
Aldrich, you're up.
I'll move up, and then utilizing lunge, I will attack each roll. Wow. Try again.
I heard that. I heard that. I heard that
Makes up for
sound.
the miss.
Heard that sound, bruh. Oh my god. What did you do that provoked an attack opportunity?
I used lunge.
Struck from range?
Provoke.
Can you link lunge real quick? I don't think it should. No? No, you're fine. Alright, I mean, yeah. 58 points of damage. This thing is nearly dead. What? Fiery, this blade cuts this thing down, reaching over top of Willow. Willow has to duck down a little bit.
Do I?
As the blade cuts down almost down to the floor, from like shoulder down through its knee, and this part of this creature just almost falls in half.
Would we have ended up in exactly the same spot if we had done the go around plan?
No, door openings had a lot to do with it. I mean, I think there were steps taken to open as many doors to aggro as many things as possible. There was a much more stealthier. I mean, you guys took the back door, were in. You had to only deal with the cave troll, really. And you could have, yeah, there were different steps. I mean, there were other avenues for sure. Yeah, Aldrich. Oh, you're done.
Yep.
This creature in front of you, Oak, throws down its crossbow and throws its arms up.
I will not fight you. Our quarrel is not with you at all. We are subjects. Throw your weapon down, cousin.
The next hobgoblin does exactly that. He tosses his crossbow on the ground and throws his arms up.
Okay.
Harem at the end of the round again comes around the corner. I'm here. Did I miss it? Oh God, God, I missed it again. What happened? Oh. We're out of combat. Unless you guys are trying to press these hobgoblins into combat.
Who said I'm not gonna blast the hobgoblins?
All right, we're in combat. Go
Yeah.
ahead. I'm gonna proceed.
Worth it.
But they,
Riding. Yeah.
you come around the corner, but you do hear the dialogue. It's in common that they are throwing down their weapons. You hear the clanging of metal shortly after the crossbows hit the ground, completely disarming themselves, basically throwing themselves at your mercy.
We were subjugated. We didn't. We're only here to watch.
Oh yeah, you guys are cool. Then like we're cool, I guess. Dizzy will just.
I am not for attacking these guys, for the record.
Also, as Dizzy rode past Harem, he's thinking like, I wonder if Harem needs the mount more than I do.
Did anyone speak Goblin? Anyone speaks Goblin and is wanting to sympathize with these gray-skinned creatures?
Thaddeus was the only one.
Oh, Thaddeus. No, so no one
Yep.
speaks.
I can see it in party languages. He's still part of the party, and so it's part of our list, but I can hover and see it's him.
Where's that goblin that throws grenades when we need him?
So you guys are out of encounter.
Of course I did.
XP has been rewarded.
Did we get our experience for like last session or whatever you were saving?
No, I have not done that. I'll do it
Okay.
when we end tonight.
Do they speak common at all?
They do.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up and ask where the king is.
He has his own bedroom upstairs. But you heard the announcement. That was the king, Algoka, calling for a readiness of the throne room.
Is the only way to his bedroom up the stairs, or is there any back door?
He shakes his head yes, and then basically no.
Through the great hall and up the stairs will lead to his throne room. More of my kin and more of his kin lie beyond. Algoka is not alone. No, he is not.
Do you think you could convince your kin to lay down their arms?
If we could get to them, maybe.
Well,
You
you're a
could
subject here. You can just walk there.
you could circle around to the front too. I know there's one of your cousins watching that front watchtower.
Not so easy. It is guarded. It is watched by the one with two big heads. One staircase collapsed. The other is open. The one that is open, you must pass by Nogrundi. He who watches with two heads.
And sure enough, he'll take you. The guy that's talking.
You passed it already.
And he points to this collapsed rubble here behind this troll.
Staircase collapsed.
Where is the other staircase?
Through cursed chamber. No troll, no goblin goes that way.
Oh, not trying to. I grabbed you instead of the goblin.
You can grab me, dude.
Is the rubble
points-
like clearable?
It would take an hour or two with some strong hands and you know, I mean, you have an
How
elephant
long for
right
an
now.
elephant? Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
like 15 minutes.
it could be done. Yes, it's going to be a little noisy and a little time consuming, but yeah, certainly doable.
Okay, then
It
I'll
doesn't
ask
look
him
like any of them
why-
have ever bothered.
Why is this area cursed? What is everybody afraid of?
Strong forces is what we're told. Do not go, or you will die.
What do you mean by strong forces? My kind hate goblin kind. Do you mean by cursed? And Harem opens this little door.
Fuck, now even Harem's opening doors?
He gasps just as he opens the door. Can you hear it?
Is it Torah?
Can you hear it? I hear a hammer on a forge. Whoa, ping, 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 ping. And as he describes it, and Aldrich, you're right there next to him. With Dizzy, you ask. You guys all kind of hear faintly in the distance this reverberating, like, forge on an anvil, like echoing in the distance.
Ping, 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 ping. Close the door.
No, I want to open the door and go forward.
Close the door.
Yeah, before we touch any more doors, Dizzy Love, can you get my guts to continue to stay inside for me, please?
Take some of these.
Is
You are a dear.
we can also get
Look at
upstairs through the great hall, but it will be guarded. And based on what I heard, Helgoka will be sitting in his throne, and he will see us. That will be very bad indeed.
Harem, I think the curse of the Dwarven ruins will have to wait until after we deal with the trolls, but we will come back before we leave. So let's leave that door closed for now.
Right
There, close the door.
I think we can clear the rubble and sneak up that way.
What? I could just go right through right now.
No, close the door.
Stop it.
I mean, what if we do go with Harem? I mean, crazy thought. I mean, guy of all doom and gloom, but hear me out. Uh, the religious thing's kind of been working for us so far. And if they're fucking scared of it, imagine the trolls.
Didn't think about that.
Trolls don't go in there either.
Never hurts to have the gods on your side.
Especially not one whose people's been fucked with.
Let's do it, Harem.
I mean,
Well, we are at 10:30, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Adventurers, we had priorly discussed. 10:30 stop time. What's our status?
I think we're good to
I
stop.
think we'd be good to stop here. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think this is good. Otherwise we'll probably roll into 11:15 or so if we progress too much more with more encounters or something like that. So, I mean, I'm fine with this. 7:30, 10:30, 10 to 10:30. Laurel, Joey, all peoples talk to me. I'm easy going. I'm like butter. You just throw me on a skillet and I'll just melt and just go wherever you need me to go.
Yeah, no, I like this time slot.
Yeah, works. Works for me.
7:30, 10:30. Is that are we at full adjust? Does that work better for everybody? Is that what we want, like, going forward, or?
Whatever works best
Pretty
for you
nice
guys.
tonight because we
I'm flexible, I
actually
don't care.
had dinner and it wasn't like a huge rush.
Yeah, then I don't want you guys rushing for dinner. I mean, I'm East Coast and I got we got a bunch of kiddos, so like they're all like, I'm hungry at 4:30, so I gotta feed them. So
I was literally making our kid dinner at 8 o'clock tonight because he wasn't hungry until then.
It's our 5-year-old.
Yep.
Tonight we didn't cook dinner. We normally cook dinner almost every night, but like we picked tonight. We had all these leftovers in the refrigerator, but yes, if 7:30 is better, and if you guys can eat dinner and be more chill and have some more like a little more downtime or whatever, let's just do 7:30 to 8:30 or 7:30 to 10:30, 3-hour window. Is that better for everybody?
Work for me.
All right.
Sounds
What
great.
was our additional XP from the last week?
Even numbers. It was 80 for navigating the scarecrow and talking to your swamp witch, and then another 60 for diplomatizing again with the lizard folk and not fully dealing with the spirit that might be there, but placating it maybe in the meantime.
What about for not murdering the hyena gazelles? Do we get anything for that?
They got removed from the encounter.
Okay.
No rolls were needed. They just kind of, due to elephant form, removed himself.
So that will bring our total to 470. That should be.
You guys just got 7 not long ago, so you
Yeah,
guys are
'cause
talking along.
We were at 350. So plus 120 should bring us to 470.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right? Is that the same? I mean, am I the only one that got that math?
I'm not doing any math. I'm trusting y'all. I lost track of that math like a while ago. So
You guys just got 7 like 2 sessions ago, right?
Yeah, we started today's session at 9.
99.
No, just 9.
Okay.
But we were missing last session's XP.
Yeah, you were missing last episode entirely. This
Okay,
level's going
works for
real
me.
quick, actually. Because behind these fucking doors are some big brouhahas.
See about that.
I'm gonna make a
Alrighty.
snack.
I'm
I'm starving.
actually feeling less confidence in my my trolls here.
Listen, we got lucky as fuck, first of all. Like, the amount of crits that went out, like, that is not a normal thing. People need to know that is not a normal thing for me, specifically. Other people, I can't speak for them.
Trolls don't have a high armor class at all. They only have an AC of 20. So
I know I hit you
have
with
a
a 2.
+6, and Aldrich has a +18. So he can hit me with a 2 without flanking. You can hit me with a 2 with flank or off guard. And same thing. Theon can hit me with a 2 with no off guard at all.
I'm gonna grab a
So that
snack
means
because I'm getting
a
hangry.
12.
So,
All right, dude.
12
Peace out.
hits.
night, guys.
All right, I'm out too. Good morning. I'll see you guys.
Sorry, Obi. I guess. Good night.
All right, guys. And with that, we are going to close the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. And we hope to see you next week. If you have any interest in spooky, cozy stories, we also have a Season of Ghosts campaign, which starts from the beginning. Feel free to join us then as well. That's Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see you next time.